Hello. Hello. Hi, guys. How's everybody doing? Hello. Hi, everybody. How's everybody doing? Oh, that's weird. Hello from the other side of the globe. It is, let me see something. Let me see. Oh, why does it say that? And then it doesn't do it. Does it give you guys an option to hit like add to video or something? It's changing all my options here. Let me see. It's weird. Hello. Anyway, I don't have a ton of time because this costs like $9,000 a minute, I'm sure. But I feel like I have not talked to you guys in forever. And oh, this hand sanitizer, put it on your hands and it brings you a man. Sanitizer. This hand sanitizer smells delicious. Yummy. I have literally been I traveled for so long. I slept 2 hours. 2 hours in a 24-hour period. I was delusional. Actually, like hearing voices. I was like, oh my God. Sleep, like, I don't think we realize how crucial sleep is for our brain and what happens to our brain without real sleep or rest. I cannot get situated on a plane. I am not the person that can like get on a plane and crash out like my husband. And anyway, so I feel like I've just been like out of sorts for a couple of days. Update on Olivia, for those of you who are sending good thoughts to Olivia, she has a buckle fracture in her arm, so she's in a waterproof cast for 4 weeks. I may have already told you that, can't remember. All 3 kids were offered a spot on a soccer team, so thank you for thinking of them during tryouts. We feel the kids are very grateful and excited for that. And really, I am not able to get steps right now. Like I didn't get my steps in yesterday and I've only walked 4,394 steps today. If you know me, you know that this is going to really start to mess with my mental and my anxiety, my like issues with my eating disorder, but I have to keep reminding myself, like, you can only walk so many steps on a plane when you're flying 11 hours. And also, like, I'm in a foreign country where it's not always safe to walk by yourself by the airport. I'm literally at the airport hotel until I leave tomorrow to go wherever I'm going. And so it's not safe for me to go walk 10,000 steps by myself. And so I can't do it. And so I'm just reminding myself that sometimes you have to like, it's okay to like sit out the routine and make better choices other ways, drink a lot of water, things like that. So I'm trying to do that. Some of you are probably so annoyed by my gum. I'm so sorry. And anyway, just really wanted to check in with you guys. You've all sent me so many like beautiful, thoughtful messages wishing me a safe trip, and I really appreciate that. I don't know, so much going on. There's so much in my head right now that I want to tell you, but like I'm so tired. I did sleep last night. I forced myself to stay awake on that 11-hour flight so that when I got to the hotel, I could shower and go to bed. Do you know how like when toddlers are tired, they start to cry? I understand it now. I was so tired last night and disoriented that I cried in the shower. I literally cried in the shower because I was like so exhausted. I got out of the shower, brushed my hair, brushed my teeth, took my vitamins, put on my jammies, crawled into bed, said my prayers, and fell asleep, thank God, at like 11 o'clock, and woke up when the COVID test woman was knocking on my door this morning. So I went to bed last night. It says at 11:42, and I woke up at 8:46. So I slept good sleep, 8 hours and 32 minutes of good sleep. So I'm grateful for that. But my body's still like out of sorts. Oh my gosh. Can I tell you guys something else? So I have learned so much in my travels so far. And let me tell you something. The tour guide that I was with today is from the, let me get this right so I don't mess it up for you. He's from the Venda tribe in Africa. And the Venda hunt for their food. And he was explaining that the rules of their tribe, and obviously there's lots of tribes, this is just the Venda tribe. The rules of their tribe are that men hunt, and to hunt, you must track your animal on foot, and you must use a spear or an arrow. In their mind, men who hunt animals with guns are considered cowards. So in their village, in their tribe, if you use a gun against an animal, you're a coward. You lose all respect from the men in your tribe. So when you speak, they don't even see you. It's like you don't exist in their tribe. And also, hold on, something else I learned. Traps, like traps to trap rabbits and things like that, are not allowed because you might accidentally trap someone else's goat. And if you do that, the chief of the tribe will fine you 3 goats for the one you accidentally killed. So you can't even use traps to trap your food. Everything must be hunted by hand. They believe that is the way that nature and God, or whatever that belief system is intended. That artificial interference is like disrespectful to the process. And I'm thinking about like industry where we just pump these animals full of like steroids and vitamins and all this shit, and we just mass slaughter. And I'm like, ooh, we are way far away from respect for the process. Americans, we just pump them out and kill. And now, obviously, we have millions more people to feed than hundreds of millions more people to feed than they do in this tribe. But the way that they respect nature and the way that they approach like animal human relationships and like the value they place on ecosystem is so beautiful and different from us. The other thing I wanted to tell you, and I know that you guys are probably like, oh my God, Jamie, you're like so naive or like whatever, but We learn about it a little bit. We hear about it. We see pictures, infomercials, all kinds of shit. But when you experience it, truly, like when you see it, it is such a window of personal reflection. Like, I'm not kidding you. You know, I'm always talking to God about, like, how can I be better? How can I open my mind's eye? What message do you want me to deliver to people? How can I, like, be of service to others in general? Sometimes it's to entertain. Sometimes it's to be funny. Sometimes it's to annoy you. Sometimes it's to be insightful. But I have to tell you, we went to a place in Africa called Soweto. I don't know why I gave it a Spanish accent. It's not Spanish, so I don't know what that was. It was a slip of the accent or something. I don't know who I became right there. Like, I don't know. But anyway, we went to Soweto, and in Soweto, there are like very, very, very poor areas that they don't have. And they have this obviously in DR and even in America, hello. But like, there's no electricity, there's no plumbing. So they the whole village or area uses porta potties or buckets. Anyway, much less than what we have. Much less. Way less. No electricity. No plumbing. Think about when the water goes out in your house or the power goes out, how inconvenient that is. How many times you walk into a room and go to turn on the light and you're like, oh, power's out. How many times am I going to do that? Do you know, we went there and we were like just touring the area and we were just like all over the place. We went to Mandela's house, Nelson Mandela's house. It was amazing. The whole experience has been life-changing in 6 hours. But the children were playing with empty tin cans. Empty tin cans. Baked bean cans. Empty ones. And they were outside having the time of their life. Playing with tin cans. The happiness that I witnessed comes from inside. It is self-fulfilling happiness. It is joy that radiates from these children from deep inside. And I thought to myself, how many children do I know that are miserable? They whine, they're not happy, it's not enough. My own children, if I'm being honest. And how we really, in America, live in this space where we want more success, more money, more sex, more love, more substance, more coffee, more this, more that, more toys, more time, more technology. And we're never happy. Our children are bored. They're dissatisfied. Sure, of course they're happy and they have periods of happiness and whatever. But I was like, you know, simplicity, there's something to it. There is something to simplicity. And I'm not talking about poverty. Obviously, those are real systemic issues, and we have that in America. And my tour guide said something else to me. He said, it is amazing to me that a country like America has child hunger. Like, I just literally cannot comprehend how Americans who are so sophisticated have child hunger. These are people who literally live in tribes and hunt their own animals. So to them, people who have so much can't figure out how to feed their own people. And I'm thinking, right, I don't know how that's possible. We have more mass slaughter of animals, but we still have children going hungry at night. It makes no sense. 0 sense. Oh my gosh. I feel like I could tell you so much, but I don't want to like bore you to death. And I can't see your comments. So if you're calling me names or telling me to shut up or telling me you hate me, I can't see it right now, but I'll be able to see it after. But they also have these townships where rich people live with very poor people, okay? So one house will be like really nice with like a security system and whatever, and the next house will be like a very poor house. And they call them like mixed neighborhoods, and they live like in harmony together, okay? And they form these communities. And I thought to myself, how smart is that? In America, we segregate the very poor from The wealthy. The wealthy move out and they build these massive homes like out, way out, far away, up on hills, Beverly Hills, and high rises. The higher, the better. That's what we like to do, class-wise. The higher you live in the sky, the better you are. And seeing like the way other cultures live, y'all, I don't know. I'm changed. I know that sounds so cliche, like, oh, the white American girl goes to another country and is woke. I am just telling you that I realize that we as Americans are not doing it all right. There's so much that we could be doing differently that I think is more primitive in approach, but like so smart and connected to nature and goodness and whatever. Obviously, there's plenty of issues in this country too. There's no country without issues. But I learned so much, and I just love people, and I really like wish there was no COVID so I could hug everybody. But anyway, it was just amazing. And then you want to hear the cutest story? I'll leave you with this. So my sweet tour guide, who I'm obsessed with, he told me that in his tribe, he was hunting or catching caterpillars, because in his tribe, caterpillar is a big food source. Now, I know that's weird to us, and I told him that. I said, I can't imagine eating a caterpillar. And he said, that's okay. You eat plenty of things I would never eat. I said, fair enough. Fair enough. But anyway, we were teaching each other about each other's culture, and he told me that when he was a young boy, this is the best story. He was collecting caterpillar, which is what they do during the caterpillar season. And he didn't know until the next morning. The next morning, he woke up with burns on his back. Okay? Burns on his arm. His body was burning. So his mother took him to a medicine doctor, right? They believe in his tribe that witches ride hyenas at night into the tribe to steal children. First of all, that's fucking terrifying. Let's be honest. You're a kid and you hear hyena at night and you think it's the witches coming to get you. That's fucking terrifying, okay? We have the boogeyman in America, but we don't really have any structure with the boogeyman. There's no clear implication as to what the boogeyman is going to do. Like, American kids hear the boogeyman is coming, but like, is he coming by car? Is he coming on a motorcycle? Is he coming at night? Does he live under my bed? What exactly is the foundation? Like, what exactly is the fucking story about the boogeyman? We don't have that. This mythology, or whatever you want to call it, has an actual structure. Here, the witches are from here. They ride the hyenas. They come at night. They steal the children. They burn them. They do shit to them. So the mother took him to a medicine doctor, paid a lot of money. And the medicine doctor said to him, did you sweat last night? Did you sweat from the burning? And he said, yes, I sweat so bad. I soaked the sheet. And he said to the mother, you did very good bringing him here, because the witches were going to take him and kill him, but they couldn't get him because his skin was his ancestors. The sweat was his ancestors protecting him. This is all I need to hear. I'll give you any money. Oh, okay, so witches were riding hyenas to come steal my kid, but my ancestors came through his pores in the middle of the night to protect him? This is what I need to hear as a mother. Take all my money that I don't have. Take my tribal money, whatever that looks like, take it. And so I can feel like my kid is protected. I love that. So he and I are laughing. He's telling me the whole story. And this is the best fucking part of the story. The best part of the story, he says to me, and Jamie, you're not going to believe this. Now, anytime somebody remembers my name and uses it in a story, I'm gripped. I'm like, Pike, what is it, Pike? He said, I was 23 years old. 23 years old when I left my tribe to come to the city. And I started doing tours to support my wife. And I saw a couple rubbing this stuff into their skin. And I said to them, what is it that you're doing that? What is that? And they said, oh, this? It's sunblock. And he said, sunblock? What is that? What is that? What is it? What does it do for your skin? And they said, it protects you from the sun so you don't get sunburn. And he said, sunburn? Tell me about this sunburn. And they said, well, when you're out in the sun during the day, you know, the sun will burn your skin, even if you're dark, because Pike is dark skin, even if you're dark. And he said, you mean it's not witches on hyenas? And they said, nope, just the sun. He said, Jamie, my life was changed because in that moment, I no longer feared the burning at night. Y'all, we laughed. That was the best story I ever heard. The best story I ever heard. This delicious man lived in fear of the witches and the hyenas every time he felt burning. He knew the witches were coming. Nope, he said, my mother spent all her money on that doctor who told her it was the witches coming to kill me, when all she needed to do was buy some sunblock. But you know what I told him? I said, you know what that story is to me? A testament to a mother's love. Because at the end of the day, she didn't know shit from Shinola when it came to sunblock. She had no idea that it was the sun burning them. They had no idea. They live in a tribe in a part of the world that doesn't have, like, they don't have TV. Like, they live in a tribe, like an actual tribe. And he said, I was telling him, I said, of course she took you and walked you miles to the best medicine doctor who had leaves and teas and shit that was good for you because you were burned and sweating and she thought it was, of course she did. He's like, I look back and I laughed that she walked me all the way to that I said, don't laugh at her. She did exactly what she thought she had to do for you. You don't understand. That is what mothers do. Hell yeah. I would walk 16 miles, tribes, 100,000 witch doctors, medicine doctors, whatever they are, to find out why my kid's skin was burning at night. Because if you don't know what sunburn is, and you think your kid is burning at night, you're going to a doctor. Anyway, all I want to say is shout out to mothers because we are the best. And this has been so amazing. And I'm only been here one day and I'm just amazed. I've learned so much. I hope I didn't bore you with my stories, but I've had such a great day. And now I have to get ready for a call back in America. And thank you for letting me check in with you. And I don't know how often I'll be able to do coffee talk, but just know that I love you and I miss you. And I'm going to try to post pictures and show you things and be respectful, please, because I am in awe of this culture and this country. And I love you. And that's all I can tell you. I just love you and I miss you. And I'm drinking coffee. Have a great, great day.